Hello, everyone. Welcome to Echo's Reloading Chamber.
Hi, Vanessa.
Yeah, hey, Vanessa. We're going to do a little short show here. Okay, hang on. We got Echo. Let's see. Hang on, Critter. We got Echo here. Real Echo.
Come here, fuzzy butt.
Sorry, guys, about the sound. Hang on. There we go. Well, that may be me. Hang on. I'm the stupid one. Hang on, guys. Excuse me, guy. I forgot I got another monitor running over here before the show started. Sorry, guys. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming in. We got Critter with us. It's going to be a short show. We're just going to come here and say hello to you guys and try not to act insane tonight. So
before the show started, sorry, guys. Forgot to mute you.
Okay, okay. Let me find my two monitors. I got to find my mouse thing. Usually it shows up when I do that. Okay. Yeah. Echo's going to do he's got an interview coming up. I think he's going to try to schedule at least one I know of, guys. So I was going to let you know about that. I'm going to do a show. I'm not going to get in it tonight, but I think it's going to be different. I'm going to do a live stream maybe next Thursday, and it'll be a little bit different topic than what we're doing now, but it involves what's going on now. So, but we appreciate you guys coming in. What's going on with you, Critter? What you up to, man?
Unless I can figure out how to get primers and stuff, my reloading days are pretty much numbered.
You're dead in the water.
Dead in the water. But I'm figuring that hopefully next week, depending on the weather and stuff, I'll go ahead and start casting 45, 200, or 452, 200 grain bullets, maybe some 357s.
Right.
I've got 9mm to last me for a good, 8 days of firing, continuous.
Wow. I wished I did.
The only thing I'm missing is primers.
Mm-hmm. I gave up. I don't even call my local stores much, and I should call them. Every time I call them, I go, "Have you had any at all?" Nope. I go, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I got one pawn shop, and he doesn't do a whole lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even bother. Like I said, I got 60 miles west to Abilene, or 85 miles east to Dallas or Fort Worth.
Gotcha.
Anything in the 70 miles to Brownsville, or another 80 miles to Breckenridge. It's not worth it.
Hey, Drew, how you doing? Let me highlight you all here in a second. See how I used to do that to Drew. When I worked at a contact lens company, I used to pull out a book and do that, learn a new word. Brings back a memory. Gave us something to do in the lab because a lot of times I got bored sitting around behind computers. Hey, got Reloader762 in here. Tactical FUD. Buck. Good to see you. Reloading from the hot pots with us. 67 Rebel. Vanessa Kitty. Lowballing jumped in. Hey, Lowballing. I know somebody we ain't seen in a while. We ain't seen Eagle Run, and I haven't seen Zach. The younger guy, what's Zach? Quest for the Perfect Load. Yeah, I was trying to think of his channel name. But Cranky Cletus is here. Kingpin Critter here is with us, helping me on the side. Echo's not feeling well, so I just did a little fill in. We're not going to go crazy like last night. So we'll just talk a little bit. And like I said, Echo's got a show. He mentioned it to last night and today. I asked him, so what you got coming up? He's going to probably do an interview coming up. I think I know who it might be if he can get them. That'll be a surprise. But and then, like I say, I got one I'm going to do. It's a little more different anyway. Vanessa says she studies math journals, continuous learning extravaganza. I had a friend years ago. That's weird. I had a friend years ago that didn't know computers. She was in her 90s. She was in her 50s. And I tried to get her to learn computers, and she wouldn't learn nothing. I said, "You won't even try?" She goes, "No." I said, "You gave up on learning anything?" She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Wow." I've never thought like that. I mean, I kept learning, and I'm still learning. I don't think you ever quit learning if you.
I don't think I'll ever get this Chinese knife look sharp.
Probably of cheap metal.
Oh, it's $25 for the knife.
I mean, they probably made it for $5 or $3 in China.
Look, it's like like a rubbery handle, plastic. What do you call this thing? The nut.
Tang or thing keeps your hand sliding down. I don't actually. Some of you guys may know. I don't even remember the name of it.
Well, I mean, I got a buck hunting knife, and I know that one's sharp because I sit there and piddle around with it.
I had one like you got there, similar. Maybe it looks.
This
Mine's probably no, the other one, the buck, years ago. It got stolen in 1988. Somebody stole it out of my car. That and a stereo and some speakers, actually.
They stole my belt buckle out of my car.
New York Outcast is with us. Good to see you, New York.
I was 16, 17 years old in New Mexico. I rode a rodeo circuit for about, 6 months. And I won a belt buckle. I had it for like 15 years. Somebody stole it. Actually, it was 30. I was 34 years old when it was stolen. Yeah. So, 15, 17 years.
I may get a GoPro, guys, here and may order it tonight. I'm going to order it for the trip to Graceland. I'm going to wear I don't usually wear a hat often, but I'm going to wear a hat and I'm going to stick it up there. I'm going to record the whole trip, at least parts of it. And they may kick me out of some place or tell me to turn it off, but I'm going to try to get some video.
Yeah, I bought a new what do you call it, tripod.
Did you?
Box or a bag for the DLX Pro Chrono. It fit it all in there. It's like $26 from Competition Electronics, the manufacturer. I finally got that today, put it all together. I still don't see how I'm going to get out without shooting the damn thing.
Huh. Reloader says he saw 3 bricks of primers, local gun shop a month ago, off Federal, $80 per 1,000. First ones I've seen around since December 2020. Wow. I tell you, this is the longest I think we've ever went without anything like this. And it's not this. I said this a few months ago or weeks ago, but this is as bad as what my parents used to tell me and my aunt about World War II, when everything was short. Raw materials were short because of the war effort. And back then, you actually had stamps. A lot of people don't remember that. And I forget what they call war bonds. They had war bonds and then stamps. I got some of those stamps from World War II. I need to pull them out and look at them.
It's going to get worse. We're going to have actual food shortages. I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm starting to stock up. Get into that at another day. But people better. You can't beat. I tell you this: if you don't mind buying in bulk and transferring it over like the 5-gallon buckets with Mylar, boy, you can go to Sam's and the Costco and you can get some bulk, big bags of stuff. But trouble is, if you leave it in the bag, it eventually not too good if you let it sit around the house a lot. So let's see. I picked up 2,000 per small rock farmers for 100 on a deal the other day. You got them for $50 per 1,000? Wow. Reload. Hot pot. Wow. That's a deal. Yeah.
I've got enough ammo. I could probably barter for food.
That'd be weird. We get that bad in America. We got to barter eggs and whiskey and everything else, wouldn't it? Gold and silver.
Yeah. I got roughly 750 bullets. 45 ACP to trade. I'm not sure what the hell that's going to go for, but another 12, 13,000 9mm.
How much you got a 9mm?
Huh?
How much 9mm you have?
But well, I've got 12. My dad's got another 1,000. My sister's got another 1,000. My daughter's got about 800 or 900 left. I think.
I'd like to have about. I was telling my brother today. I said I'd like to have about 50,000 rounds of 223, and at least 10,000 of 9mm.
Well, I'm back to, well, I haven't used it, but I've been loading 223s, just sticking them in the bucket. I've got
Wow,
roughly almost 6,000 223s,
wow.
4 or 5,000 300 blackouts, 145 70s, even though I don't have a rifle for it.
No wonder you're bored. You got nothing to do. You got no primers. I see you used to reloading a lot.
Well, I've got my chronograph. I've got the buggy all done.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got to buy the trailer, and I can go. I'm not sure. I think I can go back and reread that law, because I just found out that my little buggy goes 35 miles an hour, not 25 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
So maybe I can take it on the road.
Yeah, you might be able to. Huh. Yeah, I seen a wagon. I was in what was it? What you call it? Harbor Freight the other day, and they had a little wagon, one of those little foldable wagons I'd like to get for the gun range. It's a little different. I'm gonna check out Walmart's version or Sam's first.
Actually, but, I picked up a Walmart or a little wagon, foldable, expandable wagon for like $60 off of Amazon. 60 bucks from Amazon. Okay. And it packs to the little 3 foot by 2 foot square. What do you call it? A little book. Expands it out and builds everything. It's locked. Once you get it in there and locked.
Yeah, I was telling my brother the other day. I says those wagons are good. Throw your ammo in there, your guns, and then roll it into the range. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Just a wagon. I don't like going and making 2 trips to the car. I've seen people use hand trucks with guns, and bungee cords, where they would sit there and bring in like 10 rifles on those hand trucks in cases. But I think I'd rather do the wagon thing. I don't have a lot of firearms right now anyway. So.
Well, the way I had it planned was I'd drive the buggy into the gun range.
Mm-hmm.
Have all that stuff stored up on the buggy. Then get close to the firing range and then just offload it, walk 10, 20 feet into the past the the benches.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit up there with a little chair and everything else. Kind of relax when I get there, rest a little bit, then go mount the targets and set up the chronograph and stuff like that.
Ooh, Andy's got some too. I like to at the state range here where I'm at, unless I go to maybe a club and I could join that in another county here. You can't even get past the bench. They got a gate there, chain link fence. Won't even allow it. Plus a light, green and I think blue and green. Yeah, or no, blue and red. I think blue. Yeah. So it's weird how they do there. It's state run. It didn't used to be. It was a state range. They had nobody there. You could just go in there and shoot and have a good time.
So this is a free open range. I'm a member of it, but I pay $50 a year to help pay for the backboard and all that stuff.
I wish I had some 20. I was checking on 22 long rifle today. Walmart had some 50 box of 50 for lead nose round point, $4, and then a box of 100 round nose lead for $10. But they had the 500 boxes or nothing. I wanted some hollow point 22s.
I bought 5,000 rounds of long rifle for like 3 cents a bullet. 3 cents a bullet. Now they're up at 8 cents.
I don't have a 22 long rifle now, but I still, a while back I bought 100 rounds and stuck it away. But I want to get a big one when they come down normal again. I'm gonna get about 1,000 or 2,000 rounds of it. Stick back.
My dad's got an old, actually a 20 is a Remington, I think, a Winchester or Remington, I don't remember. little 20 semi-automatic rifle. I love that damn thing. Used to go out to the farm, old tanks, water tanks, and just sink turtles.
Hmm.
Pop a few rounds into a turtle. Bam, 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 bam. Watch him sink.
Yeah, I did the same thing when I was young. I like a 22. They're fun to get out there and shoot.
As a matter of fact, when I one day the neighbor took us down to some farm about an hour away. He had this 54 cal black powder rifle. I shot it. At the time, I think I was like 85, 95 pounds. It didn't pick me up, moved me about 6 feet backwards when I fired it. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm done with that one.
That was an exciting time for me when my uncle handed me that Speedmaster and a box of bullets. I think 50. I think if I remember Remington, they were hollow points. If I think back, that's all he would buy. He goes, these things right here, you know, on the box, it say, caution, it'll go over a mile or something on the box. I remember that in the 60s, of the range. And my uncle said, that goes a long way. And I said, okay. And I was 10 years old, or 10, 11. But, yeah, we're not going to run long, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in, though. And we had kind of I let the show last night, my show, go in the dumpster. So got off track, and you name it, it went off track. That's my fault. But try to keep it on track from now on. Do content. I do like to BS. I do like to talk, though, to you all. Just sit sometimes, just, you know, I hadn't seen you in a while, just sit there and talk, you know. But sometimes we get carried away. So.
Well,
it is warm.
I made a comment on some this one YouTube video. Somebody like expect production and everything come up with primers to start showing up in 2023. Okay, somebody made a comment. It's like, well, expect it by the end of the year. Okay, but I'm not paying for $80 for a brick of primers. 8 cents for a primer. I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Even at 30 cents, that was kind of like, eesh.
Yeah, I did that too, Drew. Cops and Robbers, Army War. And,
we used to have firecracker wars.
Yeah, I was crazy with firecrackers. I love firecrackers back in the day.
Bottle rockets. Everybody walking around with a pocket full of bottle rockets.
Did you ever get a chance? Did you ever experience the real M80s back when they made them real?
No.
Oh man, you wouldn't believe when I was a kid. It'd blow a toilet up. It'd blow up chunks out of a tree if you stuck it in a hole of a tree or a limb. Almost take a limb off. I mean, it was powerful. It was something else. And then they end up years later when it went weak. I actually one day got them, I think in Alabama, and I cut the thing open just to see why it was weak. And you wouldn't believe how they had that thing loaded. They kept the size the same in that, but when you opened it up, you had a pill capsule with powder in it, with a hole in the side of it, with a fuse in it, and that's how they weakened it, with a pill capsule. And that's a lot of powder missing in an M80. So.
Andy, it's 80 here. It was 90.
66 in Georgia right now, or at least where I'm at.
It was 90.
Warm day.
Monday and Tuesday.
That's hot. I was hoping we'd have a cool summer. We had at night here in Georgia last year. We had a cool summer at night, man. I had my AC central air. I usually don't run it. I usually put a window unit in, and I ran the central, and the bill did not go up. It was cool at night. It didn't come on that much, and it was. I got a feeling though it's going to be hot this summer. It's going to be a hot one.
Well, no, I don't. Well, at least not here. If I remember right, last year it was. It didn't get hot till after June, July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's typically. Mm-hmm. It stayed cool last year. I don't know why. It's almost like we had a tropical storm go through the south or something down here. But at night it was like. It was. Go ahead.
When I first got back to Texas from from St. Louis after I got out of the Army.
Mm-hmm.
It was in early March. It was already running in hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
You walk outside, and it was like 100 degrees with 30-40% humidity. You just automatically wet when you walked outside. This is back in 96.
It was last summer. I had some nights here 70 degrees. I think even in the 60s at night last summer. That was weird. I've never experienced a summer like last summer. Typically, my bill goes up high.
Yeah. Gwinnett, you're just south of Atlanta or north of Atlanta?
Northeast.
Okay, because I was stationed in Augusta.
Yeah, that's south. I'm up near Stone Mountain's on the right, kind of there, and then you go on up, and then there's Athens, and I'm kind of in between there. But I'm northeast. Yeah. In a county that's growing like gangbusters, and I don't want it. That's why we moved out here, to get away from this stuff. And now the politicians are bringing the same crap here to our county. And, growth. And, traffic's getting bad. And, it's really changed. All the way up to 2000, it was still pretty small town feel to it. Very little traffic. All of a sudden, boom, kept exploding. I think September the 11th slowed it down some, growth here in the county. And then after the housing bubble, and then Trump got in, boy, and we're still expanding out here. Shopping centers, they're building them right now across the street from my neighborhood. They got another stores and shopping centers going up right across the street from me now. This housing area neighborhood I live in, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't buy it out commercial. I wish they would. That way I could go buy me some land out in the country and get me a shooting range and get out of here.
Well, I'm kind of a weird situation. I live off the highway, not even a mile off the highway. I hear the traffic, but the town is like the major it's east. The county seat's like 5 miles west of me, and it goes north to south, and the highway is east to west. But like you missed it. There was only 3-4 businesses along that side of the highway you could see. One exit was for gas, and the other exit's for food. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, we got a lot of growth here. Tactical Fudge, you did that with the old M80 back when they were strong. Said he put it down a school toilet. Boy, that'd be especially the original M80. I also like those cherry bombs. Now, they were a little weaker, but they were fun. Cherry bombs were. They were basically used, I think, in pest control, if I'm not mistaken. You get a box of them, I think 100 at one time. And man, I was a terror with those things at night. I'd go down the road and just chunk them out of the car window, light it. I was that way. I didn't even M80. I'd light an M80 and throw it back in the day. I didn't care. And regular firecrackers, I'd sit there and hold it sometimes to almost a quarter down and let it go and just play games with it, see how fast I could get rid of it. They were fun. That was my favorite thing, that 22 rifle and the BB gun, of course. But I see Reloader 762 says, I am sure it was not me. We went to different. Let's see. I see primer again, 80 or less. I'm buying even with powder at 35 a pound. Primers at 80. Yeah. I probably would buy. I'll probably do 80 locally, 69 or 79 for primers if I could get them without hazmat. But I'm not going to do 80 plus hazmat, because then we're talking 100 plus shipping. So.
See, that's my problem. I'm not going to pay $35 for a pound of powder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find something that's going to work. Something that's like $20-$25.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got Orange 9. Got a new guy here, or somebody. Orange 9. Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, mailboxes, man. Yeah, they did for sure.
I just need to change my name to Cheap.
Do what now?
You just change my name to Cheap Ass.
I'm cheap too, man. I ain't paying that much money. Guys, check out Brownells if you need some silhouette. They got it for, I think, $39. I think it's $39 a pound. And time you get 2 pounds, which is their minimum, and shipped, I think it's 95 or 98 bucks, something like that. So almost 100 for 2 pounds. But silhouettes, I hear, is good for XTP 125 grain, and I only got 115 now, XTP 9mm. So I need to order some 125, and I may end up buying silhouette. I hear it's good. Some people say it's not. They say it's dirty. Supposedly it's got a flash suppressant in it. Everything I researched on it says. So. Yeah, I was a bad boy too, Andy, in those days. Firecrackers. One night my aunt spent the night with us, and me and my friends about 3 o'clock in the morning, and we go down the road, and I got the window AC. I roll the window down, and I chunk a cherry bomb into my own front yard. My mother said next day, "You woke your aunt up last night, man. 3 o'clock. That wasn't good." And I said, "Yeah, I know." I knew they knew it was me because big boom explosion going off like that. And anyway, it's 6:29, so we'll go a little bit longer here. Let's see, single wrap. I would wrap a single copper strand of wire a few times around the wig. Huh. I had a spool of bell wire with Dad's garage. 9-volt from my mom smoked there. Tap crackers to my GI Joes. Huh. Wow. I did things that I can't talk about on here with matches, phosphorus, and stuff like that. I won't go into it.
I used to use magnifying glasses on grasshoppers and ants.
Do what now?
I used to magnifying glass on grasshoppers and ants.
Oh yeah, I've heard people doing that. Yeah, I used to burn grass with a magnifying glass and start fires with it. I always thought it was cool when I was a kid.
Rip off the wings of crickets and throw them in the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny when I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of basic toys, and sometimes we didn't have a lot of toys, and we had to be inventive. We had to invent stuff. And imagination, and they say that is a good thing for kids to do, is have that imagination. You need it to create and do things like that.
My toy was outside.
Do what?
So my toy was outside. You go outside.
Yeah.
You didn't come in until when it's dark. When it's dark, you first start turning dark. You better be in. Dinner's ready.
My mom was the same way. Mm-hmm. I used to think how strange. I said I have to come in before dark. And friends say, "Well, I can stay out later." I go, "I can't." My mom now. When I got older, I did, but typically when I was young, nope, I could not do it. And I typically wasn't one to. I wasn't a rough house in a house either. That was not allowed. But outdoors, I could do anything. Let's see.
I think my sister and I was throwing a ball in the house. We knocked over my mom's some kind of I forgot what the hell we called it. It was something that she built and made. Then we blamed it on the dog.
I think my dog's so used to going to the doghouse.
The ball playing quit.
My little dog this evening, I was actually leaving my bathroom, and I guess because he could sense it was time. He knows around this time he goes in the doghouse because I stream occasionally. And somebody, he just goes and walks in the doghouse, and I just closed the door. And I didn't even have to make him go this evening. Imagination, M80s could get you. Yep, sure could, James. Boy, were they fun. That's something I always wanted to own. Was I used to work on cars, so we had the torches. We cut exhaust systems off. But I always wanted, when I was younger, I wanted to, early teens, I wanted to take cars and cut them up and sell them for junk and make money. Just cut them in pieces. He said he was a bad kid. Yeah. Shoot, now they got everything from tablets, phones, and computer games, and you name it. They got it. We didn't have many electrical. I think the most electric toy I ever seen in the 60s was a square thing with football players, and it was electric, vibrate, and had little football players, little plastic, and it would vibrate across the board. I thought, when I look back on it, well, that was a cheap, hokey outfit. And you didn't know who was going to run where. You know, it was just guess. Just vibrate everywhere. But I got it given to me, actually, by the pastor of a church. His kids had it. That's about the advanced toy I ever had. And I didn't ever even use it. I tried it once and I said, well, that's no fun. I quit. I went back to the yard. So. Bag bomb. I learned to do something with similar copper. Let's see. Drew, so I forgot about all the Orange 9, my dad, when he found out we were using that stuff. Grounded it for a week. Yeah. Appreciate you guys being in here. Like I said, with night, we just basically shoot the breeze a little bit here, and we're gonna call it. I gotta get out. I gotta get up early in the morning, head to my daughter's, let her crack my back, and we're gonna go to a outdoor flea market and walk around. I got to get in shape before I go to Graceland because we're going to be walking. I think she wants to come back the same day after the tour, and I wanted a hotel room. That way I can go in there and relax after being on on your feet all day. We probably going to head back. So, but 6:34, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here and give you all a call out. And I was gonna say what you up to, Critter, but you can't do nothing, huh? No primer. You gonna get that trailer for 6 months?
Well, eventually, I got to get rid of all my other stuff. I want to get back down to zero, so I don't have any more additional funds. Because I got to live on what I make, which is not much.
Yeah, I know. I got audio gear I'm paying off. I got I had $500 worth of tools. I bought those 2 box that Highboy had from Home Depot. I bought that for $99 during the holidays. It came back in stock, and I bought it weeks actually after Black Friday. I bought that, and then I bought 4, which those videos are up on Milwaukee. I bought some Milwaukee tools. But at my age, I need Milwaukee tools and batteries to do things. I can't hammer and do things like I used to could do.
So we're not going to talk about my hammering skills.
Yeah,
so I scratch my butt with my left hand.
Mm-hmm. Heck, I had a tack on. Well, I won't even go there. But we're gonna call you guys out. We appreciate you coming in here and taking your time, spend it with us this evening. We had Vanessa Kitty here earlier. Critter over here. Appreciate you being here, Critter. Kingpin was with us. Cranky Cletus. Tactical Fudd was with us. Low balling jumped in there. Vanessa 67 Rebel reloading from the hot pot. Tactical Fudd, I think I called. Drew Bradley, New York Outcast was with us. Reloader 762, Andy 79Z28. Check his channel out, guys. Drew Bradley, check all the guys out that's got channels. Hopefully we'll get back to start maybe dropping a link at least at the end of the show. But this is just basically a fill-in, so I didn't prepare for it. Let's see. Tactical Fudd, Drew Bradley. 01 guy was with us. Appreciate you dropping in. 01 guy, good to see you. And we had Orange 9 in here. What? Colin? Okay. They're new. Appreciate you dropping in. Let's see. Andy, Orange 9. Let's see. Didn't have many in tonight. I think 10 or 11. That was my max. Drew Bradley was with us. That's it. Appreciate you dropping in, Orange 9. It's good to have new people in here. Oh, Jerry Bear just jumped in. Good evening, man. Hope you're doing okay. Anyway, Critter, I appreciate you helping me kind of co-host. So that helps me out. Or kind of weird saying you're talking to yourself, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of helps. But I had a good time. It was a short chat. You all have a good weekend, and God bless, and we'll catch you later, guys. Take care. And wait, we'll have content coming up, better content. I got something new coming up, Echo. Let me call that out at least. Echo's got an interview, I think, coming up. So check that out soon. Have a good one, guys.